everyone. Today I'm gonna talk about shadowing technique. Yeah, this is the method I use to practice my English speaking, especially for speaking. Right. The first thing I have to do, I put it on my earphone to my computer like this, and then using to listen from the YouTube channel. In this case, AJ Hawk. Right. All right. I'm gonna listen and using to shadowing technique. What is shadowing technique mean? Shadowing technique is mean you heard sound from native English speaker, right? And you speak, follow him. In this case, AJ home, right? Follow native English speaker. All right, let's get started. Like on YouTube today. Hope you enjoy yesterday's interview. For me, what is the same that today is the morning interview math from MIA. What is math emotion approach, right? We has a website on program that focuses on language learning. In his case, he an American that you learn Japanese at to a very high level, and now you learn Chinese. This is more just for Chinese. Whatever, but I really think the idea about language learning, the good idea about language learning, that's very much with my idea to language, the teaching in English. In my experience with my student, you are. It's not surprising. It influenced a lot of by but your question and this word like the matter brown if you watch the enjoy match and therefore have a similar idea but there's also a pretty cool idea. For example, my good idea today we talk about pronunciation today talking about pronunciation, how to improve your pronunciation with a pronunciation course and using the techniques the might talk about shadowing. But quite right also his idea about the parents. I have used this idea as well. When you told maybe you do the famous actor or something like that. It's certainly a good idea. But there's a good point about choosing like a podcast. So someone you may confuse me everyone. When talk a lot about know anything. It's a more natural speech. You one thing is moving, you get really pronunciation, they copy after the movie. No doubt they pronounce the virtue choose wisely. They pronounce very clearly. That's your will you have a lot. But there's something that you think you did right and you're choosing someone that's professional. But at the last editing, by no editing, because you get the full natural, including the person and the broken sentences and sometimes some grammar mistake of your pronunciation. Rhyme where you're taking some time. Really think that often you see the movie they try to put and thing, but real people in the real world actually doing this thing all the time. When you speak to sound pronunciation, it sounds so much more natural and more native like when you really copy this thing. We talk about this a minute. What else? As you yesterday, I think you are the student interview quite well, so I will need to follow up, and I will invite Matt to come back again and quite interesting his idea about language learning. I'm not even to do coaching in talk to you about my own Japanese study because also a specific thing or something especially relating that are difficult and unique. My like that talking about that. So anyway, and you are not learning Japanese, so when I take interview again, is my Japanese come back and touch the question and of course general language learning. So especially for you, of course, English learning. Also, time you know this thing of the interview, the little to stay specific. Specific mean the kind of the concentration not so good. For me, what I say, and I forget transcript for all of those that will take a few weeks, couple weeks, and you add the recording You already the movie lessons an entire movie special action scene. We are talking part. But the added to the VIP area, the VIP member you get there, but you can learn all of vocabulary, the phrase, everything. The idiom is learned from that movie. So next movie will be Jerry Maguire. Jerry Maguire. Your next movie, club movie, we probably take 1 week off, 1 week break. Meditation, maybe you watch the whole movie, you get the feeling, you get the watching subtitle in your own language to see, you kind of understand the whole thing when you watch the chord step piece by piece, scene by scene. We go to the whole movie and learn all the vocabulary. And I know to get a lot more vocabulary to make because children and why are more talking, more drama, romantic comedy, so a lot more conversation in German to acquire. And for us, it's good, right? But really good because that means it's more language, it's more English. We get a lot more English from German acquire and to make this sort of more action movies. So let's talk about. Okay, I gonna part it. This is the where I used to practicing my listening skill first, and then I heard the sound from native speaker indicate AJ Hope. He is an elite teacher code on the YouTube. Right. He is a native speaker from American accent. Right. I learning with him by this way, shadowing technique. Really, really helpful. Alright, I think it's helpful for you guys for particular listening skill and speaking on the same time. Alright, that's it for me. Bye for now.